Students, in last class, we have seen that what are different pre-independent programs, rural development programs, which was carried out in different part of India, in British India, and what are their limitations, with what objectives they were started, with what limitation they are ended. Even though after independence, lot of things the people learn about from those programs, and further there are some efforts were carried out by different persons, as in different part of India. But slowly, this program gets refined and learning from the previous programs. Okay, so today we covered the topic post-independent rural development programs. As we have seen that we have divided into 4 stages: pre-independent, post-independent, and after post-independent community development and national extension services era. Then after that, the frontline programs. Then if you see the stage 2 rural development program, these are the post-independent era, means 1947 to 52, until the community development program was not started. There are 4 programs which are started during this period. First is the Grow More Food campaign. It was started in 1947. Second one is the Itawa pilot project by the Albert Mayer in 1948. Nilokheri project by S.K. Day in 1948, and Adarsh Seva Sangh by Colonel Sitole. These 4 programs are also sporadic in approach, but they are more organized in manner. And based on these projects, the community development program was started in 1952. First one is the Grow More Food campaign. Actually, this after the independence, it was realized to increase the food production of the country. Okay, so it is India's first organized effort to increase the food production. This for that, how Indians can improve their food production. For this purpose, an inquiry committee was constituted under the chairmanship of V.T. Krishnamachari. You have to remember this name. And on the recommendation of this, the community block concept was arises in future in 1952 to 1954. Okay, this committee give the report. Actually, this committee was constituted in 1947, and it gives his report in 1950. And on the recommendation of this committee, in 1952, community development program was started. So, what are the different recommendations of this committee? We can see that there is a formation of a development block. Today, you have seen in your village area or in your residential area, there are concept of block, developmental block, Vikas Khand, yeah, Prakhand, what you say. Okay, this is the actual that block. Revenue officer as development or extension officer. There must be technical officer. The village level worker for every 5 to 10 villages, and commission prescribe community development and rural extension. Then Itawa pilot project was started in 1948. The idea of this project was conceived in 1948. The project was put into action with headquarters at Maheva village. It is the village in the Itawa district in United Province in 1948. Okay, and this is a pilot project in rural planning and development. Actually, Lieutenant Colonel Albert Mayer, he is from USA and was originator of this project. Initially, 64 villages were selected, and later their number was increased to 97. The government of United Province helped Mayor in setting up a machinery at district level and extra appointing staff for the project. The 4-point program of America also provided finance. You have to remember that for the 8-hour pilot project, there was a 4-point, it was influenced by the 4-point project of the America. Okay, the major objective of this project was to see what degree of production and social improvement initiative and cooperation could be obtained from a compact area. To see, the second one is to see how quickly result could be achieved, and to see whether result achieved permanent, reproducible or not. The main approach which was used for this pilot project was educative and persuasive and demonstration. Demonstration method was used to convey new ideas. The major achievement of this pilot project can be say it is successful because major achievement of this pilot project was that they increased the villages participation, people's participation for the program planning and program implementation, for the need assessment, and successful and pattern was accepted. What the pattern 8-hour pilot project established, this was as such accepted for the community development program. Okay, and this program was finally merged with the National Extension Service block. The concept of, you also have to remember that concept of the multi-purpose village level worker was given in this project by the Albert Mayer. Then second one is the Nilokiri. Actually, Nilokiri is a place in the Haryana. Okay, and this project initiates because during the partition, lot of people came from the West Pakistan, means Pakistan, and they reside in the western part of the country, mostly in the Haryana and Punjab region. So this project was started by SKD in 1948 at the Nilokiri, at that time of Punjab, but presently it is in the Haryana. It is also called as Mazdoor Manzil. This project was started with the objective of to rehabilitate 7,000 displaced persons from the Pakistan and to attain self-sufficiency in all essential aspects of life. The major achievement of this program was the agro-industrial economy for the future pattern of development of the rural area. Then Adarsh Seva Sangh was established by the Sitole in Pori, Gwalior, with the 232 villages, and Rural Reconstruction Society formed at each village. They published a monthly journal, Rural India, devoted to planning and community projects. This program was started with the objective to increase the per capita income. However, you have to remember mostly about the Nilokiri project. You will be asked in your examination, and 8-hour pilot project, and grow more food. The above three programs are very much important, and not only for the examination point of view, but also if you see the pattern of rural development in India, actually these three programs become the major milestone in the agricultural development, in the rural development. As I already told, the major limitation of the EVA pre and post independent programs was this, that these are individualized efforts, isolated efforts, and discontinuous attempts. They are lacking government backing and financial support. Their staff are inadequate, inexperienced, and untrained. The plans, programs, and organizations were lacking weak, and there are weak planning, and they're lacking a kind of organization and planning process. Then lack of parallel programs of supplies, services, guidance, and supervision, they are also lacking. Then proper method and skills of approach is not fully realized. Then research and evaluation was lacking. This term evaluation is very much important, especially in extension program planning. As you know, that if we lack the evaluation, we didn't come with the any fruitful recommendation, and until we did not come with the fruitful recommendation, any extension program cannot be more sustainable, because until we don't know the recommendation or fruitful recommendation, we can't improve our program. The limited coordination with other development department, it is one of the major limitation. The lack of people involvement in the planning and execution. However, in the recent Itawa pilot project, you have seen that the kind of rural people employment is there, but it is the evolution from the extension, from the pre-independent program to the Itawa pilot project. Okay, so in most of the cases, the people who learn from the previous programs and start to implement a better program for the rural development. Then next come to stage 3, it is the community development and national extension services era. First, you have to know that what is the community. Actually, in this era, there are 4 major programs were launched. First one is the community development program in 1952. Second one is the national extension services in 1953. Then community development block in 1954 and Panchayat Raj in 1957. Okay, first one, take the community development program CDP in India. Actually, first we have to know about the term community. What is community? Okay, basically this term popularity has been loosely used to refer the groups such as community of nations, a community of teachers, community of musicians, Hindu community, Muslim community. Okay, but sociologist, if you see the in term of extension, community may be defined as a group of people living in a continuous geographical area. Okay, group of people living in a continuous geographical area, having common centers of interest and activity. They have common center of, there must be a common center of interest and activity, and functioning together in a chief concern of life. Okay. And the concept was of community development was arises in 1948 at Cambridge conference in the Cambridge University. So let's come on the community development program. This program was the result of Grow More Food campaign inquiry report, which was come in 1952. It was, you have to remember that it was started, committee was constituted in 1947, but report come in 1950. On the basis of this report and the Itawa pilot project, this community development program was arises. It was the first major rural development program and first organized effort at rural reconstruction, launched after the independence in 2nd of October 1952. It is an instrument, it is perceived as an instrument to transfer the social and economic life of the village community. This program initially covered the 55 projects with a wide range of programs for the developing agriculture, animal husbandry, rural industries, education, etc. This program was started with the objective to achieve the socio-economic transformation and to design administrative organization. You have seen two different, if you're talking about the rural development, we always ask about the socio-economic transformation, okay? But we never go through the administrative organization. How we can, if there must be a planned and organized structure which can implement any program in fruitful way, in a good way, so that we can achieve the objective of that program. So the designing and organization concept was came in this community development program. Then national extension services. This is inaugurated. This service is started on October 2nd, 1953. Basically, it is an agency which National Extension Service is an agency. Previously, we see now. The second objective is to develop a organizational agency. Okay, so it is an agency which implements the community development program, and its operational unit is National Extension Service Block, which was further converted to Community Development Blocks in 1954, and it designed to provide the essential basic staff and a small fund for the people to start the development work on the basis of self-help. This self-help is very important. Then community development block in 1954. A block or community development block is the administrative unit of planning and development. This comprises about, at that time, 100 villages, 60,000 to 70,000 people, and an area of 400 to 500 square kilometers. It created post of block development officers supported by 8 extension officers from development department. Then, as I earlier told that this community development is a kind of method, but this National Extension Service, which was started in 1953, it is agency which implements this method. The main line of activity is the agriculture and related matters, irrigation, communication, education, health, supplementary employment, housing, training, social welfare. So after the completion of this community development, we enter in the fourth stage, that is intensive agriculture development era. Agricultural development era, in this era, lot of programs was started by the government of India and different government agencies. First of all, in 1960, the first agricultural industry was established in the India on the basis of land grant pattern of US. We have divided this all the programs started by the government of India in different categories, like scheme for technological development. In this technological development, there are 4 programs. There are 4 major programs which are started. These are IADP, IAAP, ICDP, and HYVP. HYVP started in 1966 and 67. You have remember about the Green Revolution. During the Green Revolution, the role of high yielding variety seeds are very much important. Okay. Then first one is the IADP. Actually, how this was started, that after the establishment of the community development program, the Ford Foundation was come in India, and they study the different programs, community grow more food campaign reports, and Itawa pilot project, community development programs. And after they study, they recommended a package program, okay, for the Indian agricultural improvement. And on their recommendation in 1960-61, intensive agriculture district program was started. This is also known as package program. And after IADP in 1964, IADP was started. This is the intensive agricultural area program. Basically, in IADP, lot of fund was diffused from the different agencies, but in IADP the fund shortage is there, but they basically mobilize all the funds for the agricultural development. Then from veterinary point of view, see, this is our most important ICDP, Intensive Cattle Development Program, which was started in 1964-65 in order to improve the cattle germ, cattle buffalo germ loss. They introduced the artificial insemination concept during this time, and in order to increase the milk production, this program was started. Then fourth one is the high yield variety program. Basically, the high variety seeds were produced and distributed to the farmers in 1966-67. Then after the technological development, there are a lot of schemes which are related to the social justice, like Small Farmers Development Agency in 1970-71, Marginal Farmers and Agricultural Laborers Development Agency in 1970-71, Broad Area Program in 1970-71. These are started simultaneously. Then Desert Development Program (DDP) in 73-74, Training and Visit System in 1974, ICDS Integrated Child Development Service in 1974. Then Minimum Need Program in 1977. You have to just remember, you do not in the detail of this program is not in your syllabus, but you have to remember the short form and year of their operation of this program. It is mainly your examination point of view. But beyond examination point of view, you can also see how the different programs are arises. Okay, the other programs are IRDP, Integrated Rural Development Programs in 1979. Basically, IRDP, it is the largest poverty alleviation program in the India. You have to remember this. Then TRISEM, Training of Rural Youth for STEM, Self-Employment, National Rural Employment Program in 80s, the development of women and children in the rural area in 1982. Actually, TRISEM, NREP, DWCRA, and NAP. These are the integral part of that IRDP, because these are employment programs. So they directly adapt to the IRDP. Then Rural Landless Employment Guarantee Program in 83, then Transfer of Technology Program in 85. The other schemes were Employment of Training for Rural Program in 1987, Women Development Corporation 1986-87, Jawahar Roshgar Yojana in 1989. This is the more important, and that may be asked in your examination. Local Area Development Project of MP 1990. Then Rashtriya Mahila Course, it is also very important, 92-93. Mahila Samriddhi Yojana, also important, 1993. And Small Farmers Agri-Business Consortium, okay, 94. Then Distance Learning, 94. Indra Mahila Yojana, 95. Social Economic Program, 95-96. Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana in 1999 by the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Then Jawahar Gram Samriddhi Yojana in 99. Agro Clinic Yojana 2000. Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana 2001. Then Million Wells Scheme 88-89. National Watershed Development Program in 91. Pura, providing urban amenities to rural area in 2004. Then Narega, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. These are further converted in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Manrega, in 2006. After this program, however, these are the schemes for the social justice. But what are different ICR? And there are many ICR frontline extension program, like Extension National Demonstration Project. It was started in 1964-65, basically in 65. Then Krishi Vigyan Kendra, it was started in 1974. The first Krishi Vigyan Kendra was started in Pondicherry in 1974. Okay. The Operational Research Project, ORP, in 1979, and Lab to Land program in 1979. Okay. In 1992, Operational Research Project, Lab to Land program, and National Demonstration, these all are get merged to the Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Then Technology Assessment and Refinement and Institute Village Linkage program was established in 1995. These are the ICR frontline extension program. Then Technology Mission Oil Seed 86 and Technology Mission Dairy Development in 89 are also frontline extension program. So these are the very important programs. You have to just remember about their full form, name, and year, because the details of this program is not in your syllabus. But you have to just go through the general outline of their foundation they are starting up, when they are launched. Okay, so you have to just see this program. The other programs are the ICR Frontline Extension Program, as the National Agricultural Research Project in 79, National Agricultural Technology Project NATP 98. Actually, you have to know about the ATMA. It is in your syllabus, but it will be covered in the another unit, in Transfer of Technology unit. Okay, it is the constituent of that NATP. The National Agriculture Innovation Project 2006 and National Agriculture Development Program RKVY 2007. Okay, so these are the programs. You have to just remember about their names and their years of the establishment, or their years of launching. Okay, students. So this is okay for today, and if any questions, please ask me.